Mr. Caliendo, how are things in the home life? I know you've got a couple of kids, a wife, a house full of her stuff, and then
well, a couple houses full of her stuff. That's when you have to expand the home to get everything in. Well, it's been actually a little bit of a struggle lately. My mom is in the hospital. I flew into Milwaukee. I was going to surprise her. She wasn't in the hospital when I took off. So from Phoenix.
Oh.
And she didn't know I was coming. I landed, and my brother Rico, who's the most Italian of us. There's Frankie, Rico, and Terry. And Rico does my books, by the way. So they're always pristine.
That's right.
So I land, and Rico goes, "Did you get the car yet? The rental car?" I'm like, yeah. He goes, "Okay, well, Mom's in the hospital." I was like, "Okay, I'm on my way over." So I head over. I get there. Again, she doesn't know that she's in the emergency room, doesn't know that I'm on my way. I walk in. She's been out of it, kind of in and out. She's had some other problems, and this was just a recurrence. She looks up. She goes, her eyes open. She's like, "Frankie, wait, how long have I been here?" I'm like, that's a great line. Like, she didn't know I was coming, so it was like she thought she'd been there for days. And it perked her up that she saw me.
Yeah.
I'm her favorite. And
Yes,
of course.
Yeah.
Yes.
But you missed an opportunity.
What did I?
You could have said, "It's been a year, Mom."
No. You got to go. I say bigger than
bigger,
that.
yeah.
But not too big. Like 27.
By the way, you have a card from President Vance.
That's right. Do the whole thing, man.
She made me do Trump for the nurses. Because they ask her, "What's your birthday?" She gives the birthday, like, "Who's the president?" And she's like, my son, Frankie. Tell him who it is. And she's like, "Do the voice." I was like, "Well, you're asking the right guy." She's doing. She knows who I am, but she can't remember the name. And my name is Elon Musk. No, he's a great guy. He's helping us. I did create a new character for Donald Trump. It's a mashup. It's Ronald McDonald Trump.
Oh.
Yeah, it's tremendous. We've got the Hamburglar. We're working on. He's rubbling, and he's a bad guy. He's a bad guy, so we've got some help. We've got Mayor McCheese doing a tremendous job. Mayor McCheese is working with me, and Officer Big Mac, and also Elon McMuffin. The three of us, the four of us, we're doing a great job.
Now, is it true, Mr. President, that you fired half of the Fry guys?
We did. We had to. Elon came in and he said, "You're not doing what you need to do, and it's costing too much." And we're going to build a wall between the restaurant and the play area, and then we're going to build a ball pit. It's going to be the best ball pit, and it's like a spherical moat. It's going to be tremendous, and we're going to make Playland Great Again. It's going to be the number one. The number one. It's not any better. You can't get any better. J.D. Value Mill. He's a great guy.
That's Frank Caliendo. Oh, that's so funny. You're of Italian heritage. Do you wear a lot of cologne?
No, but my son, who's more Italian than me, definitely does. 'Cause I'm only half Italian. My son's 3/4 because my wife is fully Italian.
Oh, my goodness.
And I will get in his car, and it's like he's there with me. Like, I got to move his car in the driveway or something. Like, "Joey, are you
That's
around?
brutal.
Where are you?" And then, "I'm over here, Dad. Everything's fine. Don't worry about it." Where'd your neck go? What's happening to you? The more Italian you get, the higher the shoulders get. And that's my brother-in-law. It's like, "Hey, Frank, how's it going? Is everything all right? You look good. You look good."
What are you trying to listen to your shoulders? What are you doing?
What's happening here? You don't even need earmuffs. That's a great thing. Natural selection in Italy. I didn't know it was so cold. Hey, everything going on here.
Frank, we'd like to challenge you.
Okay.
Rather than have any prepared material, I like to present you with something, and today I thought we would go back to one of the classics from the world of baseball. Of course, I'm talking about the.
You're gonna sing "Take Me Out to the Ball Game"?
No, that would be too easy.
Holy cow, that would be easy.
One of the great poems of all time. I'm sure you're familiar with Ernest Lawrence Thayer.
ELT, man.
The
He did a
Harvard
tremendous job.
The Harvard man who put the E's in Casey's Manor, I believe, is the name of the essay. Casey at the bat, of course.
Never heard of that until you brought it up once.
You've never heard of Casey at the bat?
Never had heard of it.
Really?
No.
There is
But I'm
no
a
joy in
girl, I guess.
Mudville?
I don't know. Honest to God, I'd never heard of it.
Yeah. I said, but some of your MILF friends probably have said to their boyfriends after a certain thing, hey, there's no joy in Mudville. But that's a different...
Oh, my God.
I think with this,
I think it was.
we've set a new record for reference on this show. Casey at the Bat was from 1888.
No.
It's the most famous baseball poem ever.
Congratulations.
You've heard of it, right, Ace?
Yeah.
Of course.
It's the most famous baseball poem ever.
Yes.
And there's a lot of baseball programs.
That's right.
Poems. There's a tremendous amount of baseball poems, and this is the best one. And no better way to celebrate March Madness, the biggest basketball game of the year.
Than to talk baseball.
Well, okay. Is there a good...
Exactly right.
Is there a good basketball poem?
I don't know. We could look.
No.
Nipsey Russell maybe has one.
Here's an idea. Or we could just talk to Frank.
No. That's unreasonable.
This is like I'm at home. Everybody fighting around me.
I'm not going to let Frank come in here and just do his thing.
No, God, no.
We could sneak into it organically.
No. Forced virability. That's the key.
I don't
That's
know
the key
when-
here.
We used to be just the corner of spontaneous and behavior.
Yeah, we
and
used
now
to.
we're...
Well, see, no, the spontaneity comes in here because I'm going to shout out
because
either.
we're all going to kill you.
You can shout out various names of famous people that Frank does his impressions of.
So the opposite of spontaneous. It's
Right.
me telling you what to do.
Exactly
No,
right.
but it's spontaneous for Frank because he has to switch gears and do it. This may fail.
We did one that did fail, and I thought it was over, but now we're back.
Why?
I'm just getting warmed
Right back
up.
in, baby.
We did that one that was viral.
Yeah, the Piano Man.
The Piano Man, and then it was. We're back at it. Here we go. I'm ready.
Ready,
Make it
Frank?
happen. Yeah,
Okay.
give me a
Once
first.
again, this is a Casey at
Change
the
them quickly. Change them quickly because
By
some
Ernest-
of them are not that good.
Wait a minute now.
Lawrence Theater.
You said this is Casey at the Bat. First, walk me through what a poem is. Maybe you should describe
This
that.
has some tricky rhymes.
See, I think we should shout out voices we don't know if
he can do
Frank
it or
can do or
not.
not.
That'd be funny.
That would be a showstopper. I'll do that at the end of my shows. I'll ask people. You can send if you came here to listen to me do something specific and I didn't get to it because I've been explaining too much as Morgan Freeman or doing too much Trump or wandering around too much as Joe Biden. Throw it out, but it has to be somebody that I do because I'm more of a magician than a wizard. These things are card tricks. You have to get the work them over and over and over, and it takes a ton of repetition. I can't just conjure up something I've never done, and then there'll be like 3 or 4 that I do, like major ones, and then there's I don't do Robin Williams in the show because it gets oh my goodness,
Yeah.
you knew we weren't even going to try it.
We miss our favorite person.
That's exactly what it is. Patch Adams couldn't save me. So I did, but when people call it out, for some reason, there isn't as much of an awe. They like it. If I were to present it myself, people get like that. Ooh, he's doing that. But when somebody else. But then there will be a bunch of people that I've never even fathomed doing. And then there's like a Spiro Agnew. And I'm like, I don't know.
All right.
Avril Harriman.
We'll do what we
You were
know.
in his show.
I think there are some Tom people.
Yeah, I
there are
bet
quite a
so.
few.
We'll just shout out the ones we know you know.
Yeah, that's
All
the
right.
best way to do
How
it.
about Leonard Maltin?
Glenn Close.
Glenn Close.
Michelle Pfeiffer, can you do it?
Impossible.
A lot of those I'd love to, but I.
Judy Garland on her deathbed.
My Aunt Nancy.
Now, do you want the music or do you want to do it a cappella?
I don't care. This thing's doomed. So
This is going to be
I
great.
love it. I love trying to.
be great.
I love trying to dig myself out of.
Okay, there we go. Josh, do you want to start the rotation?
No.
Okay. I will.
Just let Frank go.
Really
Let him go.
spontaneous.
I
Wait a
don't
second.
play.
Josh is one of the quickest people I know. One of the wittiest people I've ever met. Who always has something, and you blanked there.
No, I didn't blank. I chose to
You
go.
chose to. Okay.
Okay. I say we start with someone who's been in the news lately, as if it's okay with you. Ladies and gentlemen, reading Casey at the Bat, we have Tracy Morgan.
Oh, that's crazy. I was going to barf this thing out myself. The outlook wasn't brilliant for the Mudville 9 that day. Just like the outlook wasn't brilliant for that food poison I had that went away.
It did go away.
See what I did there? I rhymed it. That's crazy. I said switch him fast, and Tom didn't get that part.
William Shatner.
Hi, yes. Jeff Goldblum and William to shatter. The score stood 4-2, but with one inning left to play. And then with Cooney died at first, and Barrows did the same. The pall-like silence fell upon the patron.
Donald Trump.
The straggling, not the straggling, a straggling, very different. The straggling few got up to go in deep despair. The rest clung to the hope which springs eternal.
All right, this is the problem. No one knows this.
A lot of
Nobody
words.
knows this.
Quite frankly, there's a lot of words in this I would never say.
Right.
Well, it's from 1888.
Everyone's familiar with Casey the Bat, but not this familiar.
okay.
There's a tremendous amount of people that are right now saying this is probably the best baseball poem. Why do I say program? I can't say poem. It's the best baseball poem in the history of probably history.
Okay, why don't you skip to where they've already two guys have, there's 2 strikes.
Oh, my.
Bottom of the ninth.
Mess.
Ready?
That would be the last page.
Yeah, probably, yes.
It's amazing.
So you're kind of going in like Elon Musk and cleaning it up right now. That's what
right.
you're doing.
Yes. Go to
Write 5 things down that you
Well,
saw.
now do Biden. We go from Trump to
Folks,
Biden.
come on. What are we doing? Folks, when I was a young man growing up...
go to where the sneer is gone from Casey's lip. Now Casey's serious.
I don't have AI. I can't just. Do you think I have a
10 lines from the bottom.
I have never heard you ruin anything more effectively in
You're
my
welcome.
life.
I mean, this could go viral for all the wrong reasons. Is what could happen here.
No, don't worry. It won't.
Are we still on Biden?
Folks, come on. Folks, the weather look good. Yeah.
No, sir, we're still in here.
Joe.
Oh, Joe, we're over here, Joe. Over here, Joe.
Joe, he's still Mr. President. You got to call him Mr. President.
Mr. President.
Mr. Biden.
Oh, boy.
Mr. Biden.
He's out in the hallway now.
Okay, very good.
Out in the hallway.
Kamala, more coffee. Okay, have a seat. There we go. Okay, Joe Biden is back. Line 10, Joe.
Well, no, I think now we're greeted.
Move on.
That's the big laugh you're supposed to go out on.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, sorry.
Oh, no, okay. And somewhere men are laughing, and somewhere children shout, but there is no joy in Mudville. This bit has just struck out.
And you didn't want to do it. Frank, it's good to see you. You're joining us right in the middle of the award nominated
I don't know about that.
Chick McGee sports broadcast.
We got an NFL thing here. The Vikings have committed to moving forward with J.J. McCarthy as their starting quarterback this season. Apparently have said either through back channels or they haven't been very public about it, but the message is getting out there. They are not in the Aaron Rodgers market. So that leaves the New York Giants or the Pittsburgh Steelers is what everyone's saying, where Aaron will end up this season. And, of course, that's one of the first signs of offseason. Aaron doesn't know where he's going to play, and then we sit around and we wait, and he's making it, he's walking on the beach, he's close to a decision, he's having ayahuasca,
I heard he was looking through the JFK files. You hear about that, man?
Oh, they released them yesterday.
Tell you what, that's Aaron Rodgers. That's got Aaron Rodgers written all over it, man. I tell you what, little Spider 2, why, who took the shot, man?
Banana.
Frank, interesting that Frank's first impression is of someone who may be reemerging.
Maybe. All you have to be is on the internet for a few seconds. You see John Gruden. I tell you what, man, we're going to do some unboxing here, man. Did you ever get that present at Christmas where they have a box inside of a box inside of a box inside of a box, and then they give you a clue? Then you get the clue, and you're traveling all around your house like some sort of, crazy situation. You find another box, then you got a box inside of a box inside of another box.
Oh, yeah.
That's a lot of fun, man. I do that all day.
Enjoy it.
I love that, man. We scheme for that in my house, man. Me and Jay, my brother, he used to coach the Washington Redskins. Remember that chick?
Oh, I remember that.
He did. He didn't love that time, man.
Oh, no,
he didn't.
Isn't John Gruden about to get back into the NFL? That's the rumor.
He wants to.
There's always a rumor. He'll be there at college or something. I think he's. Have you ever heard the interviews he does? Like when they would interview guys at the combine, the types of questions he would ask. He goes, how much you love football, man. The guy be like, I love football. I'll bet you don't love football as much as I love football. Like, what do you say to that? What's your reply? No, I love football. You think you love football more than I love football? I don't think you love football anywhere near as much as I love football. Now go diagram a spider 2Y banana, man. I got shaken so much my headphones started to come off.
And he's talking to a tree. You love football.
That's what I said to my dog, you know? And then I realized it was my son, Deuce. I got a son named Deuce, man.
That's really something.
He could lift like 500 pounds. He's a tremendous young man. But I'll tell you what, talking to a tree, you ever talk to a tree? Problem is when the tree starts talking back, man. When they talk back to you. I was over... he always does that. He goes off on tangents. I was over behind my house, and I was looking at a tree. It turns out there's elves making cookies in there, man. I'll tell you what.
Boy, John.
You don't agree with that, Josh?
I say bring back sudden death. Take care of it in regulation.
The team that wins
Ace
the
and I
coin,
agree
the
on
team that wins the coin toss disproportionately wins the game.
Well, you should have
Anyone with
taken
even
stuff
a
from,
modicum of education and stats
should have
realizes
taken
Isn't it
that.
only like 51%, though?
I think it's at least 80. The point is,
I think you might be right.
You know what? Then maybe they should look.
I might want to change my opinion. If it's
I think
80%.
backing me up on that, of course, Robert Downey Jr., Mr.
Of course, yeah. Why wouldn't we? You know, it sounds good to me. Just drank a full soda, so belching the rest of the punchlines out.
The tush push is that's not fair. It's like the flying wedge.
Well, you know what the Eagles fans will say? Well, stop it then.
It sounds to me like encouraging your player to get in there, you know.
Yeah, get
You
your
gotta help him
face
out.
in there. Bury your face
Nowhere else in the game are you allowed to help the other guy. I mean, you got to. I mean, that's what the game is all about. I mean, you got to be and do what you have to do. And if another guy helps you do the thing you're trying to do, I mean, that's not you doing it anymore.
That's very insightful.
Thank you, Mr. Madden. I certainly appreciate that.
When he's right, he's right.
I'm just watching up here from heaven.
Sure, yeah. How is it up there?
I had nothing to do today, so there's just those busts in the Hall of Fame. A lot of those guys are up here.
Yeah.
You hang out? You play poker?
Yeah, we put like those dogs in the picture. You ever see that painting with the dogs playing poker?
Yeah, the weird thing is they don't love football more than
Yeah,
more than John Gruden.
No.
You ever play that video game, You?
The Madden video game. He would call it you.
Yeah, you
Took me-
call me
I
football.
mean, I had to think about what that meant.
It's all right, John.
I still needed 3 different people in the room to explain. Not one person, not 2 people, but 3 people had to.
I got a call the other day. This is Frank talking for myself. I got a call the other day from my agent, and they said, because Nicolas Cage is in that Madden movie, in the movie, which is about the video game. And some of the producers, something I don't know who was it. I don't think it was Nick Cage. They want you to do a Skype with Nicolas Cage. My agent comes, would you do a Skype with Nicolas Cage?
Skype?
Would you do that?
Cool.
Or not Skype.
Zoom,
I'm 10 years ago
Zoom?
as far as technology. A Zoom or something. I'm like, no. If I'm going to show him teach him a little bit about the Madden voice, I'm going to hang out with Nicolas Cage.
Yeah, even better. Yeah.
That's the way I would do it. So he's like, Frank, if I may call you that. Sure, it's my name. You're welcome.
That's good.
Yeah, so it's like, I think the Cage he's up in here, right? Here in the nasal as far as impression.
You can
goes.
do Nicolas Cage?
I'm trying. No! He's been doing it.
You were absolutely nailing it, Frank.
By the way, before that, I was doing a John Madden, in case you wondered what.
Yeah.
I acknowledge that. I said the game is called me.
No, you were absolutely killing Nicholas.
Yeah.
Yes, you
Without a
were.
doubt.
I've never seen any of his
Especially.
movies.
Perfect.
So I
You'll
think
Never seen a
up here.
Nicolas
Never
Cage?
Yeah,
seen
well, he's-
National
sorry.
Treasure?
Yeah.
No.
We're going to steal the Declaration of Independence.
Yeah, it sounds just like him.
Yes.
I've never seen any of his movies.
They've been working on it.
I walked out of that Las Vegas thing. It was
But
too
when you
depressing.
meet the person, you can totally. I'm sure he's worried about me wanting to do social media, and I just don't do that. That's
Yeah, no.
If I were to hang out with somebody, I'd be like, no, this is a moment that I just want to tell stories about. Then my agent's like, well, if you help them out on this, they should give you a little role in the movie. Because first they wanted me to audition for Howard Cosell. And I'm like, I'm not going to audition to play Howard Cosell in the Madden movie. Because that, no matter what, even if I got it, which I'm probably not going to get it, just me going, this is Howard Cosell. I'm just going to be very average or below average. And people are like, why is he in this? And then Cage is going, you know, that guy looks like he got hit by a freight train. So Brett Favre. So I figured they were just asking me to audition so they could then ask me to help on it because they never wanted to cast me in it, right? I'm not thinking that. The agent's like, no, they're interested. I'm like, they're not interested in me for that. I look nothing like Howard Cosell. But I'm sure I could be like a research helper for the John Madden.
Yeah.
But to go back, the cage is here, and
Very
here,
good.
and here.
And then if you bring it down, it's in his throat. That's Madden. Madden's down. I mean, you know, and then you just turn it into that right there, which is Bill Walton, John Madden, and Ted Koppel. So
Oh, that's
we
great.
all live somewhere in the bottom of Frank's neck.
Oh, I love the thing.